I feel like a newsman going on air. Like, oh, let me put my cigarette out.
Let me put my pants on.
Who says I'm wearing pants?
Must be chilly out there. You're wearing a hoodie.
It's what is it? I mean, it's not cold, but not t-shirt weather. It's 65 degrees.
Ooh, that's nice.
How was your week, man?
Shitty.
Shitty?
How about yours?
Well, that's not good. I don't know, it was a normal week, you know, past the holidays now, kind of thing.
I would have liked to have a normal week.
It was a little slow for me.
Oh, well.
Yeah. We're not here to talk about our week, right?
No.
We're here
to talk
about some beer.
I've got a big can of beer today.
Big can of beer.
Big can.
Which, when you said you got a big can of beer, it might have been we should probably do a Foster's review sometime because those things are like this big.
Yeah. I've never even had it.
I've never had it either, so we should totally do it. And we should try to do it in Australian accents the entire time.
The whole time?
The whole time. I'll probably I need a few beers before I do
I was going to say, I probably better get drunk before we do that one.
So this one isn't Australian, but it is from another country.
What country is it from? Holland?
Holland. And if there's any beer drinkers out there watching, they should know what we're talking about.
Do we have any answers out there? Check the comments.
Anybody?
No. The comments.
Like we're a live stream or something. Yeah. Comment below if you know what beer we're talking about.
Yeah, we'll send you a prize.
It will time travel back to us, and we'll know right now if you were right. Anywho, go ahead and introduce it.
Heineken.
Ball's got a big one. I got a small one.
I got a 24-ounce beer.
I thought you said it was a 22-ounce.
It's 24.
Oh.
I didn't want to buy a whole six. They had 6-pack bottles for $9, and I was like, "What if I don't like it?" And this was like $2.79 for a 24-ounce.
So you've never had a Heineken?
No.
Really?
I don't think so.
That's impressive.
If I have, I must not have liked it too much because I don't remember it.
So I'm not gonna lie. The reason I chose Heineken is there's a friend at work, and her favorite beer is Heineken. So I was talking at work to people, what kind of beer should we do? And she didn't even suggest it, but I looked at her and I go, I'm going to do a Heineken. She's like, all right.
Heineken is always, like, I've always thought of it as the beer of, like, not like yuppies, but like
somebody who drives a BMW.
Yeah, the 40-something-year-olds making six figures.
Sure.
Go to whatever event and order a Heineken.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Or as they would call it.
That's why I've never bought it.
They'd say, "Get me a Heine."
Yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah. That's why I haven't even tried it, because it just reminds me of that. Either way, I got to drink 24 ounces of it. Yeah. It smells different.
This is my favorite part of our videos, by the way. This is when we stick our nostrils in our beer.
It smells a lot. I can't decide if it's good or bad.
We should probably drink it.
It's bad. It's bad.
I don't think it's bad. You don't like it?
Really? No.
So
this is worse than Four Loko, dude.
Dude, seriously?
Give me a Four Loko Gold over this.
You are crazy. This tastes pretty good.
It's skunky.
Now, if only I was making six figures and I had a BMW, I'd be good to go.
Yeah. You'd have some chick on your shoulder that looks hot from 100 yards away, and then you get up close and she's not that hot.
Is your beer
That's
old or something? Maybe like mine's good.
Best by November 2019. Who makes a beer that lasts a year?
Mine's August 2019. Is it Best Buy?
Yeah.
It's almost. I think it says
No
barbecue.
wonder it's so bad. This is terrible.
I have another one here.
Ugh.
Best Buy date,
Ugh.
August of 2019.
Oh my gosh, dude.
You really don't like it?
No, not at all. This is. I would never order this beer.
So we're going to
Never.
go from last week's highest rated beer by you to this week's possibly lowest rated beer for you.
Dude, it gives you, you know, when you've had like a ton to drink and you
Sure.
know that you're drunk.
Like I shouldn't
And-
have more kind of
Yes, but you're just like, I'm going to.
thing. I just ignore what my body's telling
And
me.
each sip you take, you're like trying to
Like you almost
hold
throw
it
up.
in. Yeah. You just like get that feeling like in your chest and you're just like, okay, chew. I always call it chewing it back. I had a buddy in college that said, chew it back, chew it back. So each sip, you're at that point of drunkenness that you have to chew it back every single drink. Dude, I have to chew this back, and I've had 2 beers, and I already have to chew it back because of this.
This is a fantastic video. I love how it's really funny. So Bald and I were talking all week, like, oh, what beer should we do? And he's like, we're overdue for like a really, really bad one. Like, let's go Steel Reserve. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I just can't do it. Like, I even looked up Steel Reserve reviews online, and people were like, the problem is
Don't do it.
they said don't do it, and the reason is you're going to get so drunk off of $3 that you're going to go back to it, and you're going to turn into an alcoholic and lose your job.
Really?
Yeah. And so I was like, I don't want to do that.
Dude, I've thought about buying Four Loko again. No joke.
Now that you're a Call of
Just
Duty
for
player,
fun.
like you're gonna be that guy with a Four Loko and a bag of Doritos playing Call of Duty.
Yeah. Yeah. Monster energy drinks because it has some XP on the box.
Does it?
Mm-hmm. Which I still don't understand what that means, but
That it makes you level up.
Extra points.
No,
Extra points.
XP is experience. You know, so like the levels, you know, like you're level 4 or 5 or 6, and like Rothy's like
you're level 9 and I'm a level 3.
Right, you get experience points for like getting kills and getting like lasting longer in the game. And so those monster boxes are giving you free experience. Well, not free because you bought it, but
so do you get more skins and stuff because of
yeah,
that?
yeah, you get more unlocks and whatnot.
Dumb. Dude, it's really hard not to make this video a Call of Duty video.
I mean,
but we can't.
We'll talk
We
about
can
it.
make mentions of it, but can I just mention one thing?
Sure.
Like you got the XP. So my buddy told me that, you know, the kill bags?
Yeah.
When you kill somebody and you loot their bag,
yeah,
they're changing it so that you aren't like flipping through it. Like you push the over button to flip through.
Right.
When you kill bag, it's going to come up as like kind of a menu screen where you
that'd be great.
choose the items.
That'd be
but
nice.
If it takes up some of the screen, it kind of takes off some vision away. Sometimes when you kill somebody, there's a lot of people
when
around.
you're killing somebody, most of the time you're like looking down at the kill bag or like you're on the ground, you know?
Yeah.
But it just sucks because you're flipping through it. You don't know what's in there.
Yeah.
Like maybe you're only looking for one thing. Like, oh God, I need some bandages, you know, whatever.
So That's my Call of Duty
So
news.
we got that going for us. I can't believe you don't like this beer, though. I like it.
Like, it's not as bad the more I drink it, but it's still like I would never go to this beer. If somebody said, "Hey, I've got some beer," and I'm like, "Oh, what you got?" And they're like Heineken, I'll be like, "I'm good. Got a soda?"
Really? So let's say you just really wanted some beer, and
I would
this was
drink
the
it. I
only.
would drink it.
Yeah,
Who am I kidding? I'd
you
drink
would
it.
drink any. You would drink. In fact, you did. You drink porter, or what was it? Porter's, the dark one that we reviewed.
Founders Porter.
Founders Porter. That's what it was. You're like, I'm drinking my Founders Porter. I'm like, what? He's like, oh, it's the only one I got. So yeah, you would drink a Heineken.
Yeah.
I won't. This reminds
But
me
I
of
never.
a funny story, and I'm not going to name names, but our dad will know who I'm talking about. So I think Dad had a few people over one night and had some, Bud Light and stuff in his fridge. Like a variety of beers, Bud Light, Yingling, like a couple others. And this particular person really likes to drink beer. And so Dad goes to bed or whatever, and this person stayed the night. And in the morning, my dad's like, Jesus Christ, so-and-so drank a shitload of beer. Like just like with the empties in the garbage, And he opens up the fridge, and sure enough, all the Bud Lights and the regular domestics and all that are gone. And there's a Yingling that was opened and then just one sip and put back. That person was like, nope, I'm good.
Bedtime.
That would be Tony with a Heineken in a fridge full of everything else under the sun.
Yeah. I bet I can guess who that was.
You probably could, but we won't call him or her out on it. Even though he would probably say, yeah, that totally happened.
Was it his brother-in-law?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the guy only has two brother-in-laws.
Dude, well, only two people watch us, and they don't even. Nobody knows.
That's not true, dude. We're gonna be huge millionaires someday off of this, and they're gonna go. Somebody's gonna go back in the
sensations.
They're gonna go back in the archives, and they're gonna sue us for that comment. It's gonna happen.
Uncle Robbie's gonna be like, "You guys, you got me way back when.
You destroyed who I am, my persona."
I've been making millions as a Jeff Gordon lookalike since 2020.
You're awful. We're awful. I might have to edit this piece out.
Oh, he's fine. He'll laugh.
I am surprised
won't
that
watch it anyway.
I have not taken out a single second of our episodes. Like, I'm surprised we haven't said something that somebody would be offended by or something.
We're pretty clean. I think I've cussed 2 or 3 times, and I've said maybe one rated R joke.
Sure.
You cuss, maybe drop an F-bomb.
Yeah, I don't care.
Every other show or so.
Yeah.
But it's rated PG-13, I think.
I mean, I used the P word in our last episode, and I described I don't like that word, but it worked. Who was I even describing? I don't remember. Comment below. Yeah. Tell us who I was describing.
We'll send you a prize.
I gave our first prize, by the way. So shout out to Ben, who I work with. Every week he watches our videos, and
thanks, Ben.
I happen to have one more hop gun left in my fridge by the end of this week, and I'm like, you know what? Our loyal watcher deserves this beer. So
yeah.
I brought it in and gave it to him. So Ben, hope you enjoy it. I know you're stressed out and all that, and have
That's
weird
awesome.
have weird beer in your fridge, so hopefully you'll like that one.
Is he a beer drinker?
He likes beer. He probably doesn't drink as many beers as you and I do, but he loves beer. I think he's a big Yingling fan. Then so viewers, keep
I
watching and hitting the like button, and who knows, I might drop off a beer.
Dude, I don't even think I can get Yingling in here. Isn't it America's oldest brewery?
It is. I think the original brewery's in like Pennsylvania or something. Have you had a Yingling?
Yeah, I've had one when I was down there. But I don't think that they sell it here. Maybe at like this one, like the one or two like really specialized beer
Like the warehouse beer
place.
stores.
Yeah.
Dude, you should talk to your beer and liquor manager and be like, dude,
Yingling.
come on. Just buy a case.
Dude, speaking of warehouses, Costco has not had Kirkland Light in months.
Is there a Kirkland Light beer shortage?
I don't know. I'm about to like
You gotta write a letter?
rescind my membership. That's the reason I joined.
You should ask for a refund even.
The churros and the Kirkland Light.
You should ask for a refund. Speaking of beer shortages, though, I had a news story on my local news that the government shutdown is affecting like small craft breweries.
They did not have inspectors or something.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I guess because they're so small, like they have to get like individual inspectors for like each batch or some shit or so. I don't know what it is. I wasn't really paying attention, but that's kind of crazy. Like,
Yeah. I mean, they say, I was just reading an article. It's like cheese, seafood, and produce are the most vulnerable foods right now. And it's like the most vulnerable they've ever been because they don't have any inspectors. They're just pounding them out. They don't.
there could be anything in them. Like,
Yes. Yeah. Like they could be shitting in the fields and nobody would know
huh? That's not
while
good.
they're picking their strawberries, wiping their ass with their hand and picking strawberries.
I mean,
You better wash your produce, is what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm not going to get political here, but you're talking about picking fruit in the government shutdown and shitting and wiping your butt with your hand.
And you know who posted the article that I read? Your wife.
She did. Yes, she did. She did. I mean, from any side.
It's not even a partisan thing.
Exactly.
It's we need the government up and running because we're a country who needs the government up and running.
Absolutely.
And not only that, but there's people that aren't working and they aren't making money and they aren't supporting their family.
Well, yeah, my buddy John, he's traveling internationally tomorrow. And I'm like, dude, are you like slightly worried? Like, you're leaving the country while the government shut down. Like, who knows what's going to happen? I didn't hear whatever you said because he cut out, but
I said show up to the airport early, John.
oh yeah, absolutely. And he has like so he's traveling here to Atlanta and then flying over to France. And he only has 45 minutes in Atlanta. And I'm like, you got to go through customs in 45 minutes while there's a TSA.
Is this John that I know?
Yeah, that's John, you know.
Is he going with Felix?
Yeah, they're going to Paris and London.
Jeez.
Yeah,
I thought they were just going on a cruise.
Dude, they found that flight from Atlanta to Paris for like $400.
Wow.
It cost me like $500 to fly to Fargo, North Dakota.
And they're like two guys making a whole bunch of money, nothing to spend it on, but trips to Paris and London.
Dual income, no kids, dude. Dink. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Guess what? I've never had that.
You've never had that. You're right.
Basically, I had
For
it for 9 months when I was making $12 an hour at the time.
Oh, that's fun. That's true. You got married, and 9 months later, happened. I'm gonna go ahead and open up this second one that I have here. Hope that sounded good in the microphone.
It did. Let's rate these guys right now.
Yeah, I almost forgot what we're here for. Drinkability is a 4. I could probably drink these all day.
Really? I'll give it a 3. Because like the first half of this was kind of bad. I'm on the second half, it's not super bad.
Well, and sometimes flavor and drinkability kind of intersect, right? Because if you don't like the flavor, then you're not going to want to drink it. So
that sip was bad.
If you're making a face like that, no matter what the drinkability of it, you're not going to want to go back for another sip. So I think 3 is fair as far as, how you feel and all that. You're good, but you just don't want to go back to it.
Yeah. I'm giving it a 2.
On drinkability?
Yeah.
You decided to bring it down to a 2. Wow.
Did I say 3 before?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Let's go with 3. Let's go with 3. Because, it's not terrible. I feel like it's going to give me a bellyache once I drink this whole thing.
I
can feel it in my throat. I don't know. I'm going to go with a 2.
Jesus Christ. First Bald and Harry to flip-flop 3 times. That was a triple doink. Is what that was. I feel so bad for that guy.
A Bears field goal kicker.
That was. I feel so bad for that guy. The freaking kick was blocked, and nobody is mentioning.
Nobody knew it until the next day.
And even today, they're like, I hate this guy. Blah blah blah. Dude, the kick was blocked. What are you gonna do? Our mom's gonna love this video.
You should have kicked it higher.
You can't.
Kick it higher.
It's a 43-yard field goal, which is not guaranteed. Anything outside of basically an extra point, you have to line drive it. You have to. You have no choice.
See, he wouldn't if he missed the second most field goals in the NFL this season. And if he would have been like an average kicker or a good kicker, it wouldn't have been that like as significant. But since he sucked all season long, it exponentially made it worse.
I understand that, but how many horrible kickers get fired a quarter of the way into the season? Why didn't Chicago do that? If they had the second worst kicker and a great team. The Bucs last year went through like 8 kickers or some shit. Like, just get rid of him. Get somebody who can do it.
Yeah, they should have.
So I don't blame him. Well, I kind of blame him, but I blame Chicago ownership
for not realizing it was blocked and not cutting him in week 4.
There are so many awesome kickers out there that do better than the average.
Yeah.
Kicker. Like
they just aren't found,
Exactly. Reminds me
That's
of
like
get what's the chick from Necessary Roughness?
Yeah.
Kathy Ireland.
Oh yeah.
Great example.
You signed one of her. Oh yeah.
How long was that field goal? 40 yards. I love that movie.
I need to watch that again. That was great.
How long? 40 yards. Flavor.
2.
I'm going to give it a 3. There's not much to it. It's a little bit more flavorful than your regular domestic, but not much. Like,
I
is this like the Miller Lite of Holland, do you think?
probably. See, I thought about a 3, then I'm like, well, if a 3 is average, I think this is below average
I kind of like it. I'm
because
not
it tastes. Kind of just tastes like sweaty feet or something.
sweaty feet. Is that what
Yeah,
you said?
yeah. I don't
Well,
know what sweaty feet taste like, but what they smell like
to
is kind of
me,
this beer.
sweaty feet would taste like balsamic vinegar.
Yeah.
People put that
I
shit on
thought
strawberries, and I'm like,
when you said ball, I thought you were going a different direction.
uh,
Ball sweaty vinegar.
sweaty vinegar. Same thing. Same thing as
Same
balsamic.
thing. Yeah. Comes from the ball sweat of
I've seen her dad.
Italians.
I've like I've seen people put that stuff on like ice cream, and I'm like, what are you doing?
What?
Yeah, I like
Uh,
there. I have a bottle of it because my wife uses it every once in a while. Basically, when I'm out of town, like on travel or something, that's when she'll break out the balsamic vinegar because
oh, God.
I'm not touching that stuff.
Dude, any of those weird, like, vinegar, like, has its time and place, like white, regular vinegar. But any of the other ones, dude, like, people go crazy over this apple cider vinegar.
Oh yeah,
It's like a
it's
big
nature's
kick.
miracle.
Yeah.
Or like,
Dude, one time I heard about like people making pork chops in apple cider vinegar. I'm like, ooh, that sounds good. Apple pork chops. And then I made it. I'm like,
no.
no, this pork chop tastes like sweaty balls.
What I do use apple cider vinegar. Well, when I was actually decent at smoking meat. You did it! Yeah! It's an accomplishment. I've used it to like spray like my ribs or something while it's on the smoker to keep them kind of juicy.
Dude, you're supposed to use apple juice.
I've used apple juice too, but then I don't want so much sugar on it.
Oh.
Yeah, but anywho, this one's going to be interesting value. I got 4 16-ounces. I think it was like $8. So I'm going to go with like a 2. I mean,
I got one 24-ounce for $2.79.
you got really a better deal than I got because you got, well, I don't know. This is
Well, I
why,
got 2 beers for $1.50 each.
right? We need to get our brother on this show, on every part of this show. We'll just dial him in, and he can factor in the dollars
Well,
per ounce for us
that
here.
would be about the same. That'd be the same because it's six. No. Yeah, because what you got was equivalent to a 6-pack,
Let's figure this
right?
out. Hang on. So I got
4 16 ounces
4
equivalent to a
times
6-pack.
16. That's 64 ounces, right?
Yeah.
No, if it is a 6-pack of regulars, that'd be 72 ounces.
How much was a 4-pack of 16 ounces?
4 times 16 is 64. I cannot wait.
So it's less. So
It
it's
is
less.
less. Yes. So I had 64 ounces of beer. Okay. And I paid what? I paid.
So I got a better deal
$8
because this
$8
is like,
for 64 ounces. So I paid 12.5 cents an ounce.
well, this is like getting. Okay, you just do it on your calculator.
$2.79. You had 24 ounces.
Yeah.
You paid about 12 cents an ounce. So you got a little bit of a better deal.
Okay, so they're about the same.
Yes.
I would rate it at 2.
I thought you were going to go with a 1. I really thought you were going to go with a 1.
I mean, for other 24-ounce beers, like you go in the single can section, you give me a big old can of this, like Bush Light, for $2, I would rather grab that. You
What
know,
about like a natty
but
ice?
it is. Well, I'd rather have a natty ice. Yeah, it's 5% alcohol, so you're getting a little bit more.
You are.
But the Four Loco was like 14% alcohol for like $2.
No, I thought they were the same price, weren't they? I thought we paid like $2.50 or
Maybe it
something.
was maybe. But those were like 14% alcohol. We figured it out. It was like a 6-pack of beer, wasn't it?
Right, right.
At least we think with our math.
I So you rated this, and again, I'll go in the archives to double check, but I believe this is your lowest rated beer at a total of 6.
And then I had a 14 last week.
Yeah, big swing. And maybe that could be due to you had one of the best beers you've had just a week ago.
Yeah.
And viewers, by the way, it was a lot of fun teasing Bald all week, sending him pictures of my hop gun. While he only had 1, I had 6. It was a lot of fun to do that.
Well, you gave one away as a prize, which is good.
Yeah, I think that's some good karma. We already figured this out that you're not going to buy this beer ever again.
Never again.
And I'm not going to seek out this beer. I'll buy Heineken again someday. I mean, come on. It's a Heineken.
If you're hanging out with like your really rich buddies when you're 43 years old.
Or how about this? Tony? You go to a wedding and it's a cash bar and all they have is Heineken. I'd buy it again.
What if you're at the Trop and they run out of High Life?
That's happened before, where you're at the Trop. I'll never forget. I was at the Trop, and I was going to go get a Miller Lite. I think I bought a hot dog too. And the guy goes, "Man, I'll sell you a Miller Lite, but I just want to let you know that I have one of these beers left." I think it was a Michelob Ultra. I have one Michelob Ultra left, and it's been sitting in my freezer all game long, buddy. I'd go with that one. And I was just like, all right, let's get the Michelob.
Dude, I remember we went to a game one time, and you were gonna just order like a hot dog.
Yeah,
and the dude was like,
"That's what it was. That's what it was. I wasn't even going there to buy."
You weren't even getting a beer, and he's like, I got a beer here for you.
He was just like, this guy needs a beer.
He knew.
Guy wants it.
He had that gut feeling.
And it's true. Do you buy a hot dog without a beer at a baseball game? No. Nah. Dude, baseball season's right around the corner. You coming down?
Yeah, you gotta book my trip for me.
We got to what we need to do though, and I think we talked about this before. We got to book it early in the season so you can go to a Lightning game too.
Dude, I wonder if this would be my dream, and you got to talk to Dad about this because he never listens to me. Opening day.
Ooh. You've never been to
opening day at the Trop?
You've been to opening day at like the K?
No, I've never.
You've never been to an opening day game? It's the most. And you know, I've been to. I mean, we talked about this last week. You've been to a college football championship game. I've been to Game 7 of the ALCS. But there's just something about opening day. Like
opening day to me would be like an 8-year-old girl going to the Magic Kingdom.
That's what it feels like. And it's just like, because there's so much potential in the season, you know, and it's the only time that the stadium actually sells out. And you're skipping work usually too.
Opening day. Work your magic.
Well, and the best part is the Rays usually have a home game on opening day for the season, for the league, because they're in a dome. and in a warm environment. You're not going to have opening day
In
in New
Cleveland,
York. It's
Detroit,
26 degrees outside.
opening day. That's my birthday present. That's all I want for my birthday.
See
Is
what we can
opening
do.
day.
And you might be able to get to see the Lightning too, because you won't.
Yes.
You need to come see the Lightning game. That's
Yes.
some of the most fun, sports experience you can have right there. But you can't sit there and tap me on the shoulder and ask me what icing is every time.
I don't know. You
Why'd they blow
explain
the
it to
whistle?
me.
Why'd they blow the whistle?
And then I understand it, and then I forget.
Let me explain it to you one more time. So
you shoot the puck down the
if
ice.
this team over here, right, moves the puck from this side of the ice, this is the red line here, right? And
that's the middle line.
That's the middle line. And the puck goes all the way and doesn't touch anybody, okay? And it's going to go past, the angle's wrong here. The other red line at the other team's goal line, basically. If this team gets to the puck, or actually gets to the face-off dots first, that's icing. So they're going to bring the puck back from over here all the way over here, okay?
If they don't get, but if it goes to the red line or the face-off dots.
No. Well, no. The players. So here's the red line, which is the goal line where the goal is.
So if there's no players between the face-off dots and the red line.
So imagine the puck is traveling, right, and the puck is going, and let's say the puck lands right here, right,
that's the red line.
Yep, the goal line, the goal line for the red line, and then you have two players racing to get to the puck. Well, if the defensive team gets to the circles, the actual the face-off dots, the defensive team gets there first, then they're going to call icing. If the offensive player gets there first, they're going to wave off the icing.
No icing.
Right.
Or if nobody gets there first.
Well, somebody's going to get there first. Or
what if it's the goalie?
If the goalie plays it, then there's no icing.
How about you just play the game and shoot the puck around?
No, because it's a big deal. It's a big deal because people do that to kill time, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, let people kill time.
No, because the player who does that, the team that does that, the team that was over here and they shot the puck over here. So not only do they have the next face-off in their defensive zone, they can't change their players before the next face-off. So this team has fresh legs. This team is dog-tired.
Okay. In basketball, there's no offsides or icing.
Basketball's a horrible sport. Unless it's Final Four weekend, it's a horrible sport.
Speaking of sports, are you going to watch the Chiefs?
Of course. Yeah, I have my day planned out tomorrow. We're having Bruce over for dinner. So I got to go, grocery shopping and, I got to go to Target tomorrow. Got to, clean up the house, all this.
Got to go to Target to buy some regular goods.
Yeah, it's for school. They're making me do this, it reminds me of,
you got to buy some high school poster board and markers.
Yes. I'm not even kidding. I go to the University of Phoenix and I have to buy poster board and markers and make this thing and take a picture of it.
Okay, let me give you a hint. There's two sides to a poster board. One of them is matte and one of them is shiny.
Glossy.
Yeah. Use the matte side if you're using markers. Otherwise, it'll smear.
I appreciate the advice. Jesus.
I go to Walmart instead of Target. Target doesn't carry as much as Walmart.
This goes back to our beer value ratings. I really try not to go into Walmart.
Dude, Walmart is so much better than Target.
I
That's a story for another day.
That's well, let's not get into that. It's again, oh, I live in Florida.
I mean, I can only imagine what a Walmart is like, but the bang for the buck and being able to buy different things other than the one option Target gives you, it's worth it.
Oh,
Plus, it's comedy. It's comedy
that's
going into
true.
Walmart.
It's free entertainment, right?
Yes, and you save money.
Is it
And you
worth
can
my
actually buy what you want, not what Target tells you you have to buy.
Target knows what I want to buy. Target, like they
Dude,
know me.
Target has one full aisle of Tide. One full aisle of
Why
Tide
would you need
laundry
that?
detergent.
Why would you need that?
And they have like three, like you call it in the retail world, like 3-foot sections because, or 4-foot sections,
Because
4-foot sections
they're
because the shelves are 4 feet long. So they have,
so let me wait. In the retail world, they call that. What do they
a
call that?
4-foot section.
Another world. Like
I don't know. What do they call it in Macy's world? Shelves.
if we had a 4-foot
A
shelf,
one rack section.
we'd probably call
You
it a
put that
4-foot
on a
shelf.
rack. You call it a rack. So they have one 4-foot section of the other laundry detergents, and they have one full aisle of Tide. They sell out to one brand, and that's all they carry.
So that's telling me I don't get what I want.
You don't get what you want at Target.
I'm gonna go to Target tomorrow. I'm gonna
You
take a
want
picture.
Tide?
That's all I use. Tide liquid detergent. That's what I use.
Okay.
I told you, Target knows what I want.
Well, you're a sellout.
Anywho, I gotta go find some dinner. It's getting late over here.
Me too.
You probably have to pee too.
Not yet.
What are we gonna do next week? Did we figure out what we're gonna do next week?
What was the beer we just talked about?
Comment below what we were talking about.
Didn't we just? Foster's.
Foster's.
Maybe we'll do Foster's.
And the trick is, it might be a really hilarious video because we both agreed we'd have to have a few before we did that.
That could be funny. Dude, I'm starting to feel it right now.
because you just keep drinking your Millers. Anywho, I like this beer, even though my rating doesn't really show for it. Bald hated
It's
it.
just an average. It's an average beer to you.
Well, and you're just paying for a boat from Holland to come over here. Right?
Yeah.
That's what you're paying for.
I'm paying for shit on a stick.
Shit on a stick. All right, dude. You have a good
All
weekend.
right.
Thanks for having a beer with me. And
Go
I'm
Chiefs.
sure we'll be chatting tomorrow during the game. And we'll probably have a few beers during that game.
Yep.
Yeah. Wait, before we go, how many beers in a standard Chiefs football game?
6 beers. Tomorrow might be no beers because I have a birthday party. But it's okay.
I know we're about to leave, but
Okay.
I go to children's birthday. I go to children's birthday parties. My in-laws, right?
And there's beer.
You can drink at children's parties. It's okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's not like daycare.
I mean,
daycare. That's different.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's my daughter's birthday. I'm excited for her. She's going to have a
Absolutely.
fun birthday party.
I'm not saying get hammered. I'm just saying you can have a couple. What the hell was that?
My son just brought me Twizzlers pull aparts,
They're called pull and peel.
pull and peels, whatever.
There's my Call of Duty partner right there. The best ATV driver there ever was.
ATV driver.
Call of Duty players, if you ever need an ATV guy, that's your guy. Pretty much.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a Chiefs game. It's my daughter's birthday. I know what's more important. But I've watched every game since week 1, so it's like
You're invested.
bittersweet. You know, it's bittersweet.
I thought she liked to watch the Chiefs game with you.
She does. But we're having a karaoke party. We need a TV for the words of the songs.
But you can have
If she was having like an animal party, we could have the game on in the background. But we're having a karaoke party. It's what she wants.
You're going to have it on your tablet or something.
Well, I'll be checking the score on my phone. It'll be fine.
Because you cut the cord, you can just have the game on your tablet or something somewhere. Don't you have a tablet somewhere?
I don't know if you can pull up NFL games on your tablet unless they're on ESPN.
What do you use? Oh, because you're over the air.
Yeah.
Let me see what I can do for you, dude. We'll chat some more on that because I don't know how sketchy that is.
Yeah.
All right. Anywho, I do have to pee.
All right.
But thanks for having a beer with me. I'm sorry you hated it. And talk to you tomorrow. I didn't get a bye from you.
All right. Later, bro.
All right. See ya, man.